Let's begin our learning journey and hop on to the topic.
Fast-evolving world of AI. If you are still not using Google's revolutionary NotebookLM, then this is the correct place to start. NotebookLM is an impressive AI research partner, powered by the most advanced Gemini model, designed to help us make sense of large amount of information, which can be in the form of PDF docs, web pages, YouTube videos, and more. It can be a game changer for researchers who have to synthesize massive market research reports. Students who have to go through vast volume of lecture notes, massive PDF files, endless articles, educative YouTube videos, and so much more. Business analysts and strategists who have to draw insights from tech specs, competitor analysis, market reports. When it comes to integrating and making sense of piles and piles of scattered information in varied formats, that is where NotebookLM comes into picture. I'm sure you might be wondering, why do we need this when we have Gemini or ChatGPT or any other AI tools and chatbots? That's where we have to understand its unique and key strength. NotebookLM is source-grounded, meaning it bases its answers, summaries, creations, strictly and only to the documents, videos, and websites you upload to it. Its entire world is the information you provide, making it an expert on your documents alone, and not the whole internet. This single feature eliminates the biggest problem in AI, hallucination. It means every insight, every summary, is verifiable and rooted in your sources. I was so captivated by NotebookLM that I couldn't stop talking. Let's get into action mode and see how to use these features. This is the URL to access NotebookLM. This is the first screen you see. Click on button, Try NotebookLM. You reach this landing screen, where you can see a list of notebooks classified as all, My Notebooks, Featured Notebooks. These are some of the notebooks I created recently. Let's start by creating a new notebook. And here are two of the options available to do the same. On clicking Create New button, you are directed to this screen. Essentially, this step is about building a single large, consolidated personal reference library for a specific topic from various sources. It is like creating a private, curated knowledge base. And here is where you can start adding your sources. There are these different options from where you can upload your sources. This upload sources allows to get files from your computer, and supported file types are PDF, text files, audio files, Word files, etc. You can also upload files from your Google Drive. Further, they have also provided option to upload from links, like web URLs. You can add multiple URLs separated by space or new line. Also, YouTube URLs can be added. Further, you can copy data in plain text format. Also, if we need to search for sources, then this option to discover sources is provided, and we can find sources from the web or Google Drive. This is our main NotebookLM playground. This is the section where you can see all the added sources. Sources can be one or multiple. Refer this snapshot for a brief detail about source limits. This is the chat section, from where you can ask your queries, and NotebookLM will find relevant answers from the given sources. You can use it like any chatbot. You will also see some predefined queries if you would like to use them. And this is the studio section, from where the consolidated, summarized, insightful output is provided. Let's begin by adding one web link as source to our new notebook. Since we are exploring NotebookLM, let that be our new notebook topic. I was able to get this web URL from Google, which I will add as source. Note the name changing from Untitled to Google NotebookLM as per the added source. You can also manually change the title. Here you can see some pre-generated queries based on the content. There is also a short gist on the top. Let's try the chat feature. This is the actual website I had added as source. We can ask something based on this like, what are the best ways to use NotebookLM? It gives me bullet-pointed answers like study and research assistance, journaling, etc. It also gives me an analogy in the end, which is helpful. Note these little numbered links next to every sentence that jump directly to the source document and highlight the exact quote. This isn't just a summary. This is a fully cited, verifiable research brief called citations. These citation numbers are based on a process called chunking. When you upload a large document, it is broken down into many smaller, manageable text segments or chunks, which are internally indexed and treated as separate, citable sources. Then it adds a number that corresponds to the specific text chunk. You can click on these to see the actual text on the source. It works similarly for single or multiple file uploads. I clicked on one of the pre-suggested query, and it gave me the answer, with all the citations. Now let's add a few more sources to this notebook. Copying this YouTube link for adding as source. Adding another website URL. Now let's add through Discover Sources option by typing Search 5 Best Articles on NotebookLM. It will search the web to suggest additional sources. You can select all or pick and choose as per your preference. Click Import to add these sources. Seems one of the sources did not get added due to some error. No worries, we can just delete it and move further. Now that we have multiple sources like web URLs, PDF files, and YouTube links, let's get a summary out of these sources. NotebookLM has curated this long, consolidated summary from all our sources. Click on Save to Note. This is where our Write section, Studio, starts getting populated. We have done our part by providing the sources. Now we just need to click some buttons here in the Studio section to see the magic of NotebookLM. Click on this Notes link, which was created by the Save to Note, and we see the summary generated from the chat section was copied and saved as note. There's also an option to convert this newly generated note into a source. By clicking Convert to Source, it will be added to your current notebook and will show up in the Sources section. However, if you wish to add it in another notebook, you can copy text from this source and use the Add Sources, Paste Text option. Next feature in the Studio section is the Audio Overview, which is uniquely impressive. It transforms the information from all sources into professional, engaging, podcast-style audio summary. So now your static research documents are converted into dynamic, personalized, portable audio courses. You can choose from different formats, such as deep dive, brief summary, critique, and debate. Let's look at the generated audio overview. It has a feature called Interactive, which allows us to participate and ask questions. Let's see a demo. Click on this play button to hear the audio.
And information, right? We've got transcripts, research papers, videos.
Is actually the clever part. It uses something called retrieval augmented generation. Problem head on. Everything it generates has to be traceable back.
Okay, so we're all drowning. Oh, wait. Someone wants to join. Hey, go for it.
Apart from MP3 files, can it also read from MP4 files?
That is a great question.
And very timely, since we were just about to dive into the different kinds of sources you can use.
Okay, let's unpack this.
MP4 is a video format. The tool is primarily focused on analyzing the content within the file.
So if you can get the transcript or the audio track from the MP4, then yes, it can ingest it.
It needs that text-based.
The video overview transforms sources into a narrative video presentation. It generates a sequence of AI-created slides with a voiceover. It intelligently pulls images, charts, data points from your documents to create a visually engaging summary. You can choose visual styles like watercolor, anime, etc. Let's look at the demo.
Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to dive into something really cool, NotebookLM. It's this powerful AI tool from Google Labs that's pretty much it. It learns exclusively from the documents you upload.
Well, it does it almost instantly. It can spit out all these incredible interactive study tools.
The Mind Map feature is a powerful organizational tool designed to visually clarify relationships between concepts in your source material. It generates an interactive diagram that illustrates key concepts and their relationships across all the sources. Let's look at the demo. The reports feature is designed to generate structured, high-quality documents like executive briefing, study guide, blog post from your aggregated source material. Let's look at the demo with blog post format. Flashcards is an essential feature for students or anyone needing to memorize complex concepts. It identifies key terms, core concepts, definitions, and formats them into question and answer study deck. You can customize the number of cards and difficulty level. The quiz feature generates an interactive test that can provide immediate feedback and brief explanation. It formulates various question types like multiple choice, true, false, fill in the blank, covering specific facts, concepts, and details from your sources. You can customize the number of questions and difficulty level. That's all for now. Thank you.